Hi, my name is Andrew Brown. I am the co-owner of Magpie Bar and Lounge here in the beautiful Great Falls, Montana. I grew up here in Great Falls, and then after graduating high school, I moved to Portland, Oregon, where I started working in a few kitchens. One specifically was a pizza kitchen that turned into an Italian restaurant, and worked at a Vietnamese place for a little while and did a little bit of Thai food as well. My wife and I were given the opportunity to open up Magpie about 1.5 years ago, and we've been really working with what we had. We had a really small kitchen, but we were really able to get a lot of good products out, and now we're going to be expanding into the lounge area with a full commercial kitchen, and we'll be able to bring a lot more culinary creations to Great Falls, which we're really looking forward to. I chose the piece from Val Knight, Woman in Pink Gloves, from the Square's permanent collection, mainly because the image of the woman really reminded me of my daughter. My daughter runs around our house wearing pink gloves up to her elbows, so I thought that was really fitting for me. You should vote for me because I want to win, and that's the number one thing. I feel like we're going to bring you guys something that's very unique and something that really hasn't been seen before. And I'm just your local Great Falls boy trying to win a prize.
I'm Julie Curtis. I own and operate Nosh Catering right here in Great Falls, Montana. Growing up, I've always had a love for the arts, the trades, most things that are hands-on, I was really good at. By the time I was 16, I was working in kitchens. Before I knew it, I was falling in love with food and kind of just followed that passion and never really looked back. I chose Val Knight's The Woman in the Pink Gloves for my inspiration from the Square's permanent collection. I chose that piece because it was most inspiring out of them all. Val Knight's kind of, I like the earth tones, the subtle pink. My food can set the stage for that, so it works. Well, I hope that you all have had a chance to try all the amazing food that's been prepared tonight. I hope you would also consider a vote for me, as I am a young entrepreneur just trying to get the word out. I really love food and I'm enthusiastic about it. So have a great rest of your night and cheers.
Hi, my name is Stephen Gray. I'm the executive chef at Fifth & Wine. So I grew up in upstate New York, which is a melting pot of culinary and ethnicities and things like that. I've gotten inspiration from Italian, French, kind of this Americana blend of cuisines. So I've been at Fifth & Wine for a little over 3 years, and after working under some great chefs, I've had the luxury of working here. We get to put out seasonal menus, things like that. We get into some passport dinners. We've gotten to really tap into some of the culinary places around the world, whether it's France, Spain, Argentina, Middle Eastern, things like that. So we really have the luxury here in this blooming culinary town to kind of express our creativity and stuff for the community of Great Falls. Here at Fifth & Wine, we've selected Terry Carson's sculpture, Half Baked, from the permanent collection from the Square. So Terry Carson's piece kind of spoke to me right off the bat, thinking about things like sustainability and culmination. When I say culmination, I think of all these different pieces and all these different parts that kind of came to a plate of food, whether it's different cooks sharing their backgrounds or their stories or experiences at other kitchens and chefs. One way or another, it's always 8, 10 different little pieces that make its way onto a plate. It's one of those things that the longer you look at, the more you see, the more depth that you find. And then when I think of things like sustainability, all these wrappers, all these labels that people tend to throw in the trash make a beautiful piece of art. In kitchens, good cooks, good chefs take pride in using scraps of vegetables for stock, scraps of meat, braising meats, things like that. And it really is some of the most delicious food you'll have. They've been doing that since the beginning of time. Sustainability is phenomenal. And when I look at this piece, that's what I see. So the reason why you should vote for Fifth & Wine today, all these other contestants are phenomenal, but the reason why you should vote for us is just passion. We're here, we're passionate, every day talking to farmers, things like that, getting our hands on vegetables, everything from proteins, putting it on plates, and really just trying to make a difference in this town.
Hi, my name is Matthias Schalper.
And I'm Jolene Schalper, and together we own Kellergeist. And I love cooking. I love feeding people. Music is my hobby, but my passion is when I get to prepare meals for people. I really love full bellies and happy faces. And Matt has a long history in Germany with several brothers that are professional chefs, Your great-grandparents owned a bar and restaurant in Germany and wanted to bring that authentic German food to Great Falls, Montana. Then looking over the art pieces, we ended up choosing Val Knight's Woman in Pink Gloves, part of the Square's permanent collection. It really spoke to us.
I think it reminded us of a plate full of German food. You know, the color distribution, in a way, the straightforward, simple coordination of the picture. I'm not going to tell you what exactly we're going to cook, but we're super excited about it, and I think it'll represent the picture in a way.
I think so too. The piece is very classic. It is very simple and yet playful in its own way. So that is really how we represent our cuisine. We're really excited for you to taste our contender for the best. And we really encourage your vote for Kellergeist.
Absolutely.
Vote for Kellergeist. You know, our motto is vote early and vote often.
I'm Sarah Thomas. I work for Thomas Cuisine as an executive chef here at Benefice. I have lived in Great Falls for 10 years. I originally moved out here from Washington, D.C., but I'm from California. I started at the ranches at Bell Creek here in Montana, and I moved on to Wines by Wednesday, which is now Fifth and Wine, and now I am at Benefice, moved into healthcare. I went to school in Denver, Colorado, and I've lived kind of all across the country. Worked anywhere from a taco truck to fine dining, and just kind of gathered all that knowledge and putting it to work for bettering the lives of our patients. I chose Terry Carson's piece, Half Baked, from the Square's permanent collection, because I looked at that piece of art and I felt just a real trigger on real food. Full of a lot of retail labels, and not a lot of it is real food. And that's something that Thomas Cuisine is very passionate about, and a great example of that is this great teaching kitchen that I'm standing in. We really love the idea that food is real and it is medicine and it's healing, and we want to teach our community how to put that into their lives. I think people should vote for me because I have 25 years of experience in this industry, and I just truly am passionate about real food and cooking from scratch, and that's what my company is all about too, Thomas Cuisine, and that's why Benefice keeps us around.